Today, I'm giving you one way to shift the way you look at your manifestations, something you can do in your brain that is going to help you to create amazing results. It's called Holding the Frame, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. This is an episode you're not going to want to miss, so stay tuned. What's up, my friend, and welcome back to another video. My name is Jen Stevens. I'm a spiritual life and business coach, and I am your host today. If you're new here, I give you a brand new video every single week all about the art of up-leveling your life and creating the life of your dreams by using mindset and manifestation. So if you are interested in creating an extraordinary life, then you'll want to join me on this ride. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So I'm back today to share a piece of manifestation advice that is hopefully going to change the way that you look at manifesting amazing things into your life. As you know, I talk about manifestation here all the time, but I'm always looking for new ways to give you information so that you can use what resonates and apply it in your life and really get those successful results. So today I'm going to talk about something that I call holding the frame, and that is really just a reminder for you that you are the one who's in charge. You are the conscious creator, and the more that you can go all in on your vision, the better. When it comes to manifestation, no, of course, you don't really have to even believe in it. You're manifesting things into your life all the time. But what we are really doing here on this channel is teaching you how to consciously manifest, which means thinking about the things that you want, doing the inner work, and then attracting them into your life. So for me, there's really kind of two parts to this. The first part would be healing and going in and looking at subconscious beliefs and limiting beliefs that you may have developed over your lifetime that are actually getting in your way and preventing you from creating the things that you want. If you want to learn more about that part of it, I go really deep into that inside my manifestation school, Recode. So come on over and join Recode, and you will get the whole entire system in there with a whole bunch of healing audios that is going to help you to do that. But the second part of the manifestation equation is really strengthening your belief and working on creating the beliefs that you need in order to create the results that you want. Basically, your life is the result of what you believe is possible. So while it's important to clear out and do the healing stuff on the stuff that's embedded in your subconscious, you also need to work on consciously adding in the new beliefs that support the vision that you want. That's where this tip falls under today. I'm calling this tip today Holding the Frame because I want you to imagine your life as a film, like you're holding a camera. You are holding a camera and you're looking at your life. And the camera that you're holding has a filter on it. So anywhere you put the filter, it is going to see things in a certain way. So let's pretend that this is a magical camera, and that if you put this filter on and look at the world in this way with a pink filter on it, say, for a long enough time, that the world around you is actually going to turn into this pink world. That is the way we really need to think about our beliefs and our consciousness. And yet most of us are still doing this completely backwards. And even me, after years of studying this stuff, I still have to remind myself that it all begins up here. Most of us are taught from a very early age that we have to see it in order to believe it. So even when you're manifesting, and I'm telling you, you need to believe it first, most of us are still walking around waiting for something to appear in order for us to fully believe in what we want. I like this analogy with the camera and holding the frame, because that is just showing you that you are consciously choosing what you want. You are consciously choosing the way you look at the world. You are consciously choosing the way you feel and holding it, and then waiting for the reality to catch up. So that is the part that we tend to forget. Deciding on what you want, thinking about what you want, setting that intention, there's going to be a gap between that time and the time when it actually shows up. And that's during that time that most of us get a little wobbly. We start to think, well, it didn't show up automatically, so maybe I did something wrong, maybe I set my intention wrong, maybe this stuff doesn't really work, maybe, I'm just not the kind of person that can have this thing. That is when all the self-doubt sets in. And that is when, if we were going back to the camera, if we were a camera, you would be turning the camera on and off, putting the filter on and off, and then kind of still waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. Only, of course, the whole trick with the camera is to hold that frame long enough to set the intention, and then everything will magically come from there in my magical camera example. So I wanted to make this video today just to remind you that it is so important for you to hold your frame. It is so important for you to remember that you are the creator. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are stepping into that. So you've decided on what you wanted and you are stepping into that reality. You are holding it steady in your mind, not bouncing between yes, no, can I have it, is this real, blah, blah, blah. If you are getting into that wobble zone, then there's definitely some other work that you need to do on strengthening that belief. This exercise should help you a little bit. But again, if you want to really get into how to do this manifesting in a really solid way, come on over and join me inside Recode, because I'm giving you the system in there, plus a whole bunch of other workshops, a monthly workshop, my hypno manifestation audios. There's a ton of stuff in there that is going to help you to really work on your life in so many different ways. I always talk about conscious creators, and what I mean by conscious creator is somebody who is consciously creating their life. Basically, somebody who is deciding on what they want and then going out there and creating it. And that might sound like, well, of course, like, isn't everybody doing that? But in truth, no, not everybody is doing that. Even in the manifestation world, like I said, most of us fall into the belief wobbling, into not quite really believing that we can have the things that we want. So a few weeks ago, I gave you an example of how to play with the law of attraction, and to give you a little simple game you can play with yourself to prove that it is real and it is working. And the reason why that game works so well is because you are manifesting something that you have absolutely no attachment to. So that is really just showing you that it is your stories and your beliefs about what you can and can't have, about what is and isn't possible. Those are the things that are really holding you back. It is not the manifestation itself that is hard. It is you getting in your own way. So as you go through manifesting whatever it is that you are after right now, maybe that's more love, more money, a different job, a new place to live, whatever that might be, I want you to really check in with yourself and maybe set a timer on your phone and really start to notice what you are thinking throughout your day. So set a timer for 3 p.m. and, look at your timer when it goes off and just realize, like, what have I been thinking about today? What have I been worrying about? Where is my energy and attention going towards in terms of this manifestation? If you are finding that you notice that you have been wobbling, you have been waking up and thinking, oh, I really need to make more money, or oh, how am I going to find someone to date, or oh, I can't find a place to live, or whatever's happening in your brain. Once you become aware that that is where you are spending the most of your time, that is just a cue for you to realize that it is time to come back and remember your power, and remember that you are the one holding the camera and you are the one creating the filter. You need to start holding that instead of turning it on, turning it off, turning it on, turning it off. It's easier said than done, of course, but the more that you can remind yourself that it's all in here, when you can see yourself in the moment going downwards in your beliefs, then it is just time to come back and reset. A good way for you to do that, if you're having problems jumping immediately to the thing that you want, would just be asking yourself a question like, what if this was possible? What if this money was coming? What if this job was coming? What if this relationship was coming? How would I feel different? What would I be feeling in this moment? What would be shifting for me? Because that question alone is going to show you so much. Most of us are sitting in anxiety and worry and freaking out and doubt. But if we really knew something was coming, if we really trusted that this was available to us and that it was going to happen, we wouldn't be hanging out so much in that anxiety. We would be sitting here calm. We wouldn't be freaking out. We wouldn't be doing mental gymnastics. We wouldn't be going, can I, can't I? We wouldn't be playing any of those games. Like, sure, we're not quite there yet. We're still in the process, but our energy in achieving that thing and creating that thing would be so different. So I challenge you to try out this exercise this week. I challenge you to really think about whether or not you are holding the frame. And if you are not holding the frame for what you want, then ask yourself some questions, take some time to visualize, do whatever you need to do to get back in that control moment where you can really strengthen your belief. So if you can continue to do this, and if you can start to create that solid belief as just your benchmark, your results are going to happen so much faster, and things are just going to start to open for you, and you're going to find that flow state, and it's going to be so incredible. So I really cannot wait to see how you guys are going to use this. And if you do use it, I ask you to please come back and let me know how it went for you, because I always love to hear your manifestation stories, and there's been some really great ones lately, so please come back and let me know. Okay, so that is it for my quick manifestation belief trick for you guys this week, and I really hope that you enjoyed it, and most importantly, that you apply it. I always say on these, if you just watch the videos and let the information slide by and you don't actually go do the work, you're not really going to get the results. So since you are here today, since something brought this video to you today, I really challenge you to take this and apply this to your life and just see the difference that this one little thing can make. If you want to learn more about my Recode program, of course, you can come over and join me in Recode. I would love to see you over in there. If you enjoyed this tip today, go ahead and give me a like. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, happy manifesting, happy holding the frame, and I cannot wait to hear your results.